Hello, this is Ankit Reddy. Welcome to the .NET course from educators.com, world's best online training tutorial for leading technologies. In this video, we'll discuss on properties in C#. What are properties are called, when to use properties, and types of properties we'll discuss in this video session. Never give fields as public. Make use of getters and setters in programming. Let me type what I'm typing here. Never give fields as public. Fields in the sense integer id. This one is a field. String name is a field. Don't ever give this as public. So it will, if you declare like this, no, it will be not having any control what gets in and what goes out. So please use of getters and setters in programming. Now a property acts as a wrapper around a field. It is used to assign and read the value from a field by using set and get accessors. Set and get accessors will be wrapper. A property will be a wrapper now. Will be a wrapper around a field. Means wrapper means it will be providing a security for that. It will be taken care of what goes out and what comes in. So when to use this property? Need to validate data before assigning to a field. So a property acts as a wrapper around a field. It is used to assign and read the value from a field by using set and get accessors. The code block of the get accessor is executed when the property is read. Just remember that get is for reading, set is for writing. And let us see some examples. These are called types of properties that we have written here. Read only, write only, and read write property. Let us go to Visual Studio. Then write some sample program to explain about read only a property. Public class integer is equals to class name. Let me have customer. Inside which I'm taking a field which has a private integer id. Then private string type, just name. Then let me take a public now. So we don't expose this private field to outer side world because private access modifier contains within the type. Type means class. Again, if you are not clear about this access modifiers, please watch my previous sessions on access modifiers from educators.com website. Public customer int id string name. Then let me take this as id field is equals to id and name field is equals to name. So we don't expose these private access modifiers to outside world. We can expose these public fields. Then I'm going to use getters and setters now. Public integer id inside which get return underscore id. Remember that get is for reading the value. So we're talking about read only property now. So let's do the same thing for name also. I just copied it. Let me replace this with string. Then name. Return name, this name. Now let us access this from our main function. customer CUST is equals to new customer of, see here, when I open the parenthesis, it is coming int ID and string name. From where? From this, because it is a public, we can access it. Public, we give names for this, educators.com. Now let me write it on a console with console.writeLine. ID is, I'm taking a placeholder syntax to display these names and ID. Cust.id, cust.name. See here what's happening. We are exposing this ID and name because ID and name are public, and we can manipulate if you want to have some manipulations inside which is a private fields. So this cust ID is 1 and education.com will come and place here. ID will be assigned to private field. Here if you want to do any manipulations, you can do it. So you will be having a control on this variable or fields, whatever you are coming in and going out. Now let us see console.read key. So this is for read-only properties we are using. Read means get, or else get means it is for read-only. Name ID is 1, name is education.com. So this is how we'll be working with read-only properties. Read-only means only get will be there. Now let me show you that how it will be there write only. So let me keep it outside. Just putting outside the go to this place. So let's go back to the Visual Studio again. So let me take example again. Private int ID. So whatever is useful, let me make use of it again. Integer ID, same. Then integer ID, instead of this get, I'll be taking set. Then we are taking set means we are inserting value. Set ID is equals to value. This value denotes that the current value ID. Within this area it will be there. Value means ID. Then same thing with set also. I mean just name here. So returning, if it is get only, we'll be having a return keyword. Then same as value here. So we have set public int ID and public string name. So these names will only be exposed to the outer world, but not these private integers and private string variables. Now let us change this name also to display customer. Display customer only. We don't want, because we are setting a value, we don't want to pass anything. Inside this, let me take console.writeLine of same thing like how we kept last time. We want this line I want. Let me make use of that line again. ID is this one, and then here we don't have that one, right? ID, then name. Display customer is there. So either we give return type or we should provide void, otherwise it will be syntactical error. Now let us call this from our main method. customer CUST is equals to new customer, and we are not passing anything here because we are setting the values. Cust dot ID. We are able to get ID because we have set as a public field. ID is equals to some 101, then cust dot name is equals to educators.com, then cust dot display customer. So what will happen with this is we'll be setting the values whatever we are kept inside this public method, and we cannot have any access for this private field from outside. If you use set, that is means write, we are writing the values. Now let us see this output. We'll be seeing like this. So that time we have used get, this time we are used set. Get is like this, public int id, then we are passing some values to that method getting, that means read, then set, we are setting a values with this setters and getters. Now let us see with both the things, get and set. Let me reuse this again. Public int id will be there, and then public string will be there, then public int id will be there. Here before that, let me here get also return underscore id. Similar way I'll be having here getters and setters. I'm using both the things, return name. So I used both getters and setters. Now let us do small change here. Cust id is equal to 101, cust name is equal to educators.com, then we wanted to display it on a console because we don't have any method inside which we don't require. Actually it is here. Let us take console dot right line of, we wanted to display these values. id 0, name 1, then cust dot id, cust dot name. That's it. Let us see that. See, we have seen the same output with read and write. Here we are using get and setters to provide some security to the fields which are using. How we are providing? By taking that as a private, then nobody can touch this underscore id and underscore name. This is what about getters and setters. So we call it as read only and write only, or read write only. Hope you understand this. Read only means only have get, write only means only have set, read write means both the things will be having. And apart from this, we have one more thing also. Sometimes when you are filling an application form, there you will encounter that fill first name, enter second name, enter middle name. So middle name will be optional. That time we won't do any type of validation, or that is an optional, so we can ignore that. How do we ignore that? By taking this as, instead of taking private and public, we will be taking direct public only, string middle name. Here directly will take get set. That's it. So it is called auto implemented property. So by this we have seen today read only property, write only property, read write property, and auto implemented properties. Summary. Now let us see that. Conclusion. What happens properties? You know what properties are for and how they are used. Traditional techniques of encapsulation have relied on separate methods. Actually, before this we were using separate methods. Nowadays no one is using, so only I mean not showing that old method. So all the programmers are using getters and setters only. Earlier time they will be having separate methods for get, like get id and set id, like this public void get id, they will be using like this. So instead of this method separately writing, the get is replaced. That was old code of styling. So I have not explained this here. Directly I explain this getters and setters. Properties can be made read only or write only, or both, read write. Otherwise it will be like this. Why this is auto implementer I call is, for this there is no logic or no validation has been implemented. When we will do this example, I have given this middle name. Sometimes it is optional for few guys will not have middle names. That time we will be leaving just like this by providing this public only. If you have some sensitive data, we'll be keeping like with private. Sensitive, or if you have something conditional like id should not be negative, then we'll be keeping some conditions here inside id. And name should not be null, then that time we will be having like this. Thank you for watching. We'll meet it again for other video session.